Okay, so let's take a look at it. We should leave our constant multiple alone, 1/6 times u to the negative 1/2. I add 1 and I get u to the positive 1/2 divided by positive 1/2 plus c. We said that dividing by 1/2 is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal, 2 over 1. So we have 1/6 times 2 u to the 1/2 plus c. Well, we can reduce the 6 and the 2 to a 3 and a 1. So we have 1/3 u to the 1/2 plus c. Then we change that back to our x. So we have 1/3 times x was 3x squared plus 4 to the 1/2 plus c. Nothing wrong with that answer. You can write it that way. If it is free response, you don't have a negative exponent. You don't have a complex fraction. If it's multiple choice, though, you might not see it written that way. So how else could we write that?
We could write the square root of 3x squared plus 4 over 3 plus c.
We could write it like that, or we could write it like this. Any of those are perfectly fine. We could have written it as 3x squared plus 4 to the 1/2 over 3 also. Would also be acceptable. Okay, so I told you guys to go ahead and try the next one, the antiderivative of cosine of 3x with respect to x. And so you guys kind of played with it a little bit. One of the thoughts, I'm going to use scratch paper here, was to let u equal cosine of 3x. So when you tried that, you said, okay, well, du dx is negative sine and we can move the dx over. But the issue that we ran into is you guys kind of stopped there because I said, well, wait a second, though. Where do you have sine? We could take care of the negative. We could take care of the 3. But the sine is a function. I can't just move it around the same way I can move a constant around. So this was what I meant by like guess and check. We tried one thing, didn't work. So we tried the next thing, and the next thing you guys tried was let u equal 3x. So then du dx was just 3. So then du was 3 dx. Well, we don't need the 3. But if we multiply by 1/3, we can get rid of the 3. So 1/3 du equals dx. So this is u, and this is 1/3 du. So now we can rewrite that as the antiderivative of cosine of u times 1/3 du, or 1/3 times the antiderivative of cosine of u du. The antiderivative of cosine of u with respect to u is sine of u plus c. So 1/3 sine of 3x. Let's see. And notice that if I were to go backwards to check this, I would have 1/3 times the derivative of sine of stuff is cosine of stuff times the derivative of the stuff is 3, and the derivative of the constant would be 0. So the 1/3 and 3 cancel out, and we end up with the cosine 3x that we started with. So you can check these really quick by using your derivative rules to make sure that they work. Are there any questions about that example? It looks like a couple of you are kind of looking over and processing, so I'm going to give you a second to think it over. Which is good. I want your faces to show that you're thinking about it. That's a good thing. Any questions about that one?
The next one is easy. That's easy money right there. You just put A equals 5x. Because you have two.
All right. Try the next one.
Yes.
In the next one, we are integrating sine cubed of 5x times cosine 5x. Now, I will give you a hint to kind of help you get started. Remember that we can take sine cubed and write it like this. Play with that and see what you can do with it.